Well, it is Halloween, and you know what comes with Halloween. You get dressed up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just, what's how it happens. Well, if you're into freaky deaky stuff, you know who's getting really dressed up tonight.
Really?
We ain't done yet. It's time for the P1 podcast.
Fun's not over yet.
Completely uncensored and unfiltered, except for that part.
Looking for the after party with it going.
The show's after show starts now.
Sky, you going to be more freaky or deaky tonight? What do you think?
I am gonna go with neither the freaky
What do you mean?
nor the deaky.
What are you talking about
tonight?
What are you talking about?
Which one do you think's worse?
I think the
And,
deaky
like, is
right? I don't know what deaky is.
I don't either.
Deaky sounds like ass play.
You think so?
Yeah.
freaky deaky.
Yeah.
Deaky?
That would make sense.
Yeah.
It does?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, I guess there is some trying to be some convincing going on at
can't.
Sky's house tonight. What?
Like-
how do you get yourself in these situations?
I didn't even do anything. I thought I was just doing like some, I want to say spring cleaning, but I know it's not spring, but I that's exactly what happened over the weekend. So, helping my daughter, she wants to like craft her costume. I think her and like her friends, I don't know if it's all kids or just them, like they now want to make their own costume. Like it's lame to buy your full costume at the spirit store. You now have to look at TikTok and Etsy and Pinterest and put your own costume together. So I'm like, okay, so we're doing that. So we got to pull out the old costume bin out of our shed. We have this big bin, that's our costume bin, because she wants to see like what bits and pieces are in there that she can use, right? So I'm helping her go through that. And the hubby's outside, of course, working on a project as usual.
It never ends there.
It never
It just
ends.
doesn't ever end.
And every project takes 10 times longer than you think it would. So so we're going through the bin, and that's when I notice, holy shit, like half of this bin is crap that we will never wear. We will never wear.
Like old costumes?
Yeah, so like half of them will never wear them because they are costumes from when my daughter was like 5 years old, 6 years old.
Oh, and you kept them
Oh,
all?
you kept her costumes.
Yeah, I don't know, just thinking, maybe the next year she'd want it or lend it to a friend or whatever. But now that we're 14, none of that's going to fit. And that's when we had the whole conversation because she's there, and I'm like, oh, well, we can donate these to Goodwill. And she's like, are you sure you're not going to have another baby? And that...
What? Excuse me?
Yeah, that got wild.
Yeah,
that got wild.
Ship is long gone.
yeah, and that's what I told her.
Nobody wants that.
I said...
Are you out of your mind?
I told her I'm not planning on it. So
Oh,
That's all you said? You didn't say
46.
You didn't say a hard no?
well, no, I mean I said no, and she said why not? And I said, well, I'm not planning on it. So
You can't, right?
why would you say
Well,
that?
I think she
mean,
went through the change.
That's what I
I
thought.
didn't go through the
Yeah.
change.
Oh,
I actually
what?
have not gone
What
through
are
the
those
change.
hot flashes you get?
Well, no, it's the start of it.
You
but
gave me
you're
a whole
still-
spiel the other day about how when you drink, you get hot flashes
Yeah.
and
I
you
do.
can't sleep.
I do.
So
Yeah.
I figured that meant you were done.
I thought you had a hysterectomy.
I did not have a hysterectomy.
I missed something?
I still have all my parts.
That's shocking.
Technically, allegedly, I could still be impregnated if.
Ew.
Okay, don't
By who?
do that. I don't know. Just anyone, I
That
guess.
is really off-putting.
So whatever. Okay, not the point. So cleaning out all the costumes, great. I get a big bag and I'm putting all the old costumes in there. Also having the thought of like, this is bad timing for Goodwill because I'm not going to drop this bag off till after Halloween.
Why not?
Well, this
not a
legit
lot of
happened.
goodwill you're building up.
Well, this legit happened on Sunday. So like
What did you do yesterday?
2 days ago.
You couldn't do it Monday?
Like they're gonna turn those over and get them on the shelves. Well, first of all, nobody's buying Halloween costumes anymore. So either way, I
That's not
fucked up.
true.
Wait,
I fucked up.
nobody's
Hold on
buying
a
a
second.
Halloween costume.
Because your daughter wants to make her costume. Nobody is buying Halloween costumes
I'm sorry.
anymore.
I meant because of the day. We are 1 day before
You don't
Halloween.
think people are doing last-second Halloween shopping?
I say most people had their costume for the weekend because all the parties were over the weekend.
Man, you have...
Plus-
Today is Halloween!
Plus, Goodwill can't turn and burn that fast, bro. They can't get it out of the
How do you
donation
know?
bin in the
How do you
back,
know?
sorted and on the shelf in 24
Did you
hours.
work there?
No.
What are you talking about?
But this is what I assumed.
Okay.
So
I
either
would
way,
imagine they would eyeball. I would imagine the person accepting it would like eyeball the Halloween costumes and set them probably go, hey, let's
Absolutely.
But how are they
going
going to eyeball them if it's in a bag with a zillion other bags that end up in a bin?
A zillion.
A zillion.
I
A
give-
zillion.
Three
I
bags.
give up.
So either
Three,
way,
if that.
I'm an asshole, and I should have done
You
this
really
a
are.
month
You
earlier,
really are.
and Goodwill would have
Yes,
got
we
really
agree.
hooked up. But whatever. Again, not the issue. So I'm putting those in, and then I noticed there's another category of costumes in there that will never get worn again, and that is the sexy batch of costumes.
That's not in the sex bin?
Yeah.
No.
Because there's another bin with sex stuff.
Yeah.
I got weird
With
bins.
outfits and shit.
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
ones in the sex bin are ones that legit cannot be worn outside the house. Like there are ass cheeks.
They're not just gonna be worn outside the house. They're legit not gonna be
legit
worn
can't.
outside the
Yeah,
house.
yeah, like that. Like cops will get called, indecent exposure, that kind
Doesn't
of
the
shit.
boot also like to tear those off you?
Yes, lots of them have holes in them, especially.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
In the crotch area,
Yes,
Emily.
yes, definitely in the crotch area. And
And that's just when he's by himself.
Yeah, that's so
Okay.
true.
So those are the ones that are in the sex bin. But in the Halloween bin are the costumes that Emily refers to as the Slutoween costumes, right? The sexy strawberry shortcake.
That's the only one I can remember. What else do you have?
Well, Eddie, you may forget that I was in a few calendars over the years
Oh,
for
yeah, you
charity,
were.
wearing
Oh.
things
Okay.
that I shouldn't have been wearing.
Okay. Yeah.
And there was one year that was a complete military
That's true.
themed calendar.
Oh, that's cool.
So I have sexy Marine, I have sexy Air Force, I have sexy Army.
Wow.
Dude, I have all
That's
of
true.
them.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So, I mean, there was a good stack of probably 10 sexy costumes. We also did a Christmas photo shoot. I have sexy elf. I got all kinds of
Put
stuff.
it on.
Right?
Okay.
Well,
Boner alert.
Okay.
and so I'm getting these all ready to put in the Goodwill bin because I'm like, I'm never going to wear these out on a Halloween again.
Yeah.
And also, we got enough pervo stuff in the sex bin.
Pervo stuff.
Like, we're good, right?
It's just lingerie.
Lingerie.
Pervo
Pervo
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah,
Well,
it's just sexy lingerie.
There's some
Do you ever
outfits.
rock the sexy Mighty Thor outfit that you wore that one year?
Oh,
You were in
yeah.
Avengers?
Oh, no. I don't know what happened to that,
That was a
one.
Did you ever
legit one.
rock the sexy rock costume you
Oh,
wore?
yeah.
No.
You wore the rock one
Your husband
year.
doesn't demand it.
No,
Yeah, with
we-
the bald cap.
Yeah, he wants
No.
to finish on the bald cap.
Yeah, yeah.
Nope.
Can't hit it though. It's so tiny.
Okay, really?
Peanut show.
No, we still have it because I found it. We have like the big muscle suit because there's like
He
this little...
goes, hey, babe, leave the muscle suit
Okay, I don't know. I don't
hot.
know. All right, nope.
on. Pants off, suit on.
Bottomless?
Yes.
That's really weird.
He's all about it. It's him, not
You're
me.
right. You're right.
That's
You're right.
weird. That is super weird. So I'm gathering all these
I
together.
really can smell what the Rock is cooking.
And it's fish.
Okay, I think everyone got the fucking joke,
You
Thor.
had to finish
I
that.
don't think
You
you
had
had
to do
to.
that.
I mean, everybody
I mean-
got the asshole joke that Eddie just made.
Asshole?
And it's not
How do
true.
you know that's what I was me?
Oh, really?
Mine was so veiled. He's the one that
Okay.
decided to
Oh,
go
we
ahead
know-
and
hey,
go.
well, really?
I mean,
Yours was veiled.
Yeah, you're
Give
so
me a
full of shit.
break.
I give you a break.
How do you never know that's what I was referring to?
Okay, guy. Okay.
All right. Poontang pie.
Okay, can you shut up? So,
right.
as I am gathering up all the sexy costumes, and by this point, my daughter has already abandoned me because, you know, she got what she needed out of the bin and went
Well,
back
I'm sure
to her
you were
room.
commenting on every little thing.
Well,
had
yeah.
a story
Yeah.
about every little thing.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here's this costume with one time.
Yeah, strawberry shortcake. Oh, it doesn't look like that normally. Okay.
Well, and also once
Ooh,
the
not going to touch that in front of the daughter. And she says that in front of her daughter.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's what happened in my mind. I'm like, oh, not going to sort through these in front of her. Okay, going to wait till she leaves the room for this.
All right.
So I'm gathering up all the sexy costumes, and that's when my worst nightmare happens because I hear right behind me the sliding door from outside open. And I know there's only one person who could be walking through that door.
The pervo senses were tingling.
Pervo
Yes.
senses.
Yes, his senses were tingling that there were sexy outfits out, and he needed to
Oh
come
my God.
because I can't lay out my own sexy outfits, as you know. He needs to
That's
lay
true.
them out for
That's
me.
true. He does do that.
Yeah.
the
So,
hell?
so he must have sensed something was off in the universe, and so he comes in and wants to know, what am I doing? What am I doing with literally a stack of sexy outfits? And that's when I explained to him, well, these are going in the bag to Goodwill, and
Uh-oh.
he does not like that.
Oh.
He does not like that. And then
you haven't worn them since.
Yeah.
no,
Like, I mean, that was what, like 10 years ago?
yeah. Well, and I had a very different body shape back then. I was going through a bit of like a real super skinny phase,
God.
so I don't even know.
Whoa.
But you know how he likes things to fit like they're
Yeah.
10 sizes too small.
Yes,
Yeah.
he
So
does.
that excuse doesn't.
Love skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's when I'm like, yeah, these are going to Goodwill. And you know him. He just looks at me. He goes, one last hurrah?
Oh my God.
Like he's
last
trying to be
hurrah.
funny. Like, and that's when, with all seriousness, he says, well, Halloween, a few nights away, our daughter is going to be out with her friends all night.
Oh.
Here we go.
Oh.
The hurrah?
Last hurrah.
Hurrah?
Halloween fashion show. Sexy Halloween
You have to
fashion
put on
show.
multiple outfits?
Fashion show.
You know him. Like he goes to extremes. He goes to extremes. He always wants a fashion show. Like if we're gonna go in the pool, he wants a bikini fashion show.
So
I
it's
can't
just you
put on a
coming out,
bikini.
walking around, doing a twirl, and then walking back.
Exactly.
That's
yes.
really uncomfortable.
Yes. Oh, I
It's
know.
really weird.
I know. I don't know if in
And is
his
he-
mind it's like his
he's
own
like-
strip club. You know.
He's like in the movie Taken, where they like, you know what I mean? Where
Why
the girl
is
gets
he-
taken,
who's taken?
and he's one of the rich guys that like stares
Oh.
and bids on them.
God.
Buying girls behind glass.
Really disturbing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, but
See,
that's
I
what-
was going more of a strip club vibe than
oh.
the Taken vibe.
Wow, he's a pervo.
But I agree. Both could be in play
He
here.
doesn't want you to like even like give you like a little lap dance or something.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
I
that
think-
would be.
I mean, I think that's ideal, but is she going to do
Okay,
that?
you're right. You're
I
right.
can't believe you
Get outta
even
here.
walk around. Like, that's so uncomfortable.
You're telling me, bro. Like on a
do you- when-
fucking
when he-
Tuesday night, I'm just gonna be walking around
When
in
Sky,
sexy
so Sky
outfits?
comes out in a sexy outfit, and he goes, "Hey, twirl," and she goes, "No, I'm not gonna twirl for you, bro."
You know, you should really kill anything. Come out as Weird Barbie.
Okay.
You're like, here I am.
Yeah.
Do it up.
That'll kill his boner.